So for my final project, I chose to show the differences between a Catholic wedding and a Baptist wedding. Um, I was pretty sure I knew the differences, but it was interesting to see them played out. So because I wasn't going to be attending a wedding, I watched two on YouTube. And I picked this because I thought it would be interesting. I thought it would be a fun way to explore this concept of the different rituals in our society in a wedding. So for the Catholic wedding, and I'm just going to use the slides to go through the different things that I noticed. The venue. So the Catholic wedding was held in a very, opulent church. The video, they spent a lot of time showing the church and how the different statues and how pretty they were. And the Baptist church, it was a church, but it was definitely not as grand, I would say. But it was not held outside. It was in a church as well. For the attire that the bride wore, neither wore a veil that covered their face. Both had their faces shown. They were both wearing white. I believe only the Baptist wedding, she was walked down by her father. In the Catholic wedding, she was walked down by both of her parents. And one had two priests or ministers. One officiated more of the wedding, and one was there kind of as a coach to show the other minister what he was supposed to be doing. I didn't quite understand that. It seemed very very formal, whereas in the Baptist wedding it was very much more fun, much more of a celebration, more jokes and laughs during the ceremony. They both had the rings. The Baptist wedding had the ring bearers walk the rings down the aisle, whereas the priest held the rings in the Catholic ceremony and then blessed them before the couple said their vows and put their rings on. And both of them showed it as a symbol, but for the Catholic wedding, they just put the ring on. They didn't actually say their vows during the exchange of the rings, whereas they did for the Baptist wedding. Neither one of them did a rite of passage that I could tell. There was at one point during the Catholic ceremony that some beads were put around the bride. I didn't understand what those were for, but later when I looked it up, it's an old tradition where you put the beads around the couple, and it's just and say a prayer, and it's just another form of celebrating and blessing the marriage. But the black couple did not jump over the broom. At least in the church that I saw. And in the Catholic wedding, they did not kiss until after their vows, until they were pronounced husband and wife. Black wedding, the Southern wedding, they definitely kissed right after the vows were said, and everyone clapped and laughed, and it was definitely a celebration. Both had the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. The Baptist wedding had a lot of bridesmen and grooms. There was just 20 people standing up on each side. It was a lot of people. And the Catholic was a little bit more traditional with just a few. And the time difference, the Catholic wedding was definitely long, a lot of prayers, a lot of standing and kneeling. Baptist wedding was 20 minutes, very short. Again, more of a celebration. Nobody spoke except the minister. The Catholic wedding, a lot of people came up and read the script from the scriptures, read from the Bible, about what it meant to be a husband and be a wife. It was very clear that it was important to show what is expected in a marriage. So for the summary, I didn't learn anything new, but it did confirm what I suspected. Catholic wedding was very serious. Baptist wedding was a little bit more fun, a little bit more non-traditional. And for the future, I just hope that I pay more attention when I'm in different environments, and I can compare, sort of contrast to what I've been taught and brought up to believe is normal, and just understand that normal is a concept that is very, very subjective. Thank you.